Now, I get lots of requests for flies, and at this time of year, one fly I do get asked a lot for is a blowfly. Now, a blowfly basically is like a blue bottle or a green bottle as we'd recognise it here in the UK, but in New Zealand and Australia, the blowfly is a very important pattern to have in your box. Now, basically all I've done is I've got a picture on the internet. I can see the fly at the moment, and I just look at it and the colour combination and so on. Then I look at the patterns it's normally fished. The Humpy is probably, or a Humpy version, is very popular for the blowfly. Now I'm going to tie a quick Humpy type version, if you want to call it that way. And just looking at the patterns and the materials that I personally use for many patterns that I tie. Now, I hope you like it. It's nice, so it should be okay. Now, hook I'm using first, I'm going to be using a wide gape hook. This is the Short Shank Special, black nickel, size 10. Basically the shank's equivalent to a 12, but the gape is equivalent to a size 10. It's in black nickel, suits the fly as well. Thread, I'm going to be using a Uni-80 in black. First thing I'm going to do is just wax the thread. And then I'm going to come down to about just slightly less than halfway, and that's a kind of measure, so I can leave a wee space there, and then carry on down. I'm going to come just slightly around the bend. Then we tie in some black tail fibres. Now there's no tail in the blowfly, but this to help support the fly. So I'm using a cock hackle here. This is just a Chinese cock dyed black. I'm just lining up the ends 90 degrees from the stem, and then pull off a few fibres. Don't be shy. Then we tie these in. Now I'm going to tie these length, around about the length of the shank. Hold that there, and then basically come under with a turn of thread just to support the fibres. And then what I'm going to do is come back up, trim out the waist. Now the back, for the hump, I'm going to use a black foam, a local foam, basically 2mm thick, sort of 4mm wide. This one has a metallic or a oil slick, as I call it. Just normal foam would do. I'm going to cut it into a pencil point, and then usually I like to give it a wee stretch first. Just pull it so it stretches it out a wee bit. You can see it tapering a wee bit better now. You catch this in at the point with the dull side facing up, and then as I come down I stretch, and stretch out the thread turns as well, right towards the tail. Now as I get to the tail, what I like to do, make sure it's at that point, but do a turn as well underneath both the tail and the foam, just so they come together. 2 or 3 turns. Now we can check, see where we are, where we want it to start. That's fine. There's one wee fibre there, I've caught it, so take it away. Oh, there we are. So then for the body could be quite a lot of materials. Peacock glister would be good. One of the colours I'm going to be using. Now you can have a blue body or a green, but the peacock orange, in this case the peacock side, if you look there is a blue as well as a green. It catches the light, you'd have to really see it, but see the blue there. So you've got I would say the benefit of both worlds, the blue and green. So this is a number 14, which is basically equivalent to a medium. You see it's a Uni-Mylar. This is going to be our body, so catch this in. And then try and get it as smooth as possible. It doesn't have to be perfect. You could wind over dubbing, or you could, as I say, you could put peacock glister or something. Just making sure things are tidy. I'm trying to make it as easy as possible. Now, prattling line just off the point of the hook. To protect the tinsel, I prefer just a wee lick of, this is a full mill super glue, comes with a brush, so easy to apply. So if we wind over the super glue, it'll protect it, it'll hold it really well. Then we just work our way up. To this point here, cross my thread, 2 or 3 turns down. Then we want to bring the foam over. Now, foam, you make sure you give it a wee stretch. It's going to come over the top. I'll show you once I do that, a couple of turns. And tie it in. So it gives the bulk of the body of the fly, and then we can trim this away. Now I'm going to put legs on this as well as a hackle. I'm going to use the pre-knotted pheasant tail legs. This is the ones you can buy from vineyards. Use obviously 6, 3 either side. Pulling them out. Now what I like to do is run my fingers through. If you bring them 90 degrees from the stem, you're running your fingers through. You see the tips have lined up, but at the same time if you run your fingers through, it straightens them up slightly. So you can see how they're sitting. Now I'm going to put 3 either side of the body. Helps to sort of support the fly as well. You see the tail at the back helps do that. So there's your legs. Don't want them too long, want them within the tail, so catch these in nice and tight. Again, just going to put some wax on my thread. Make sure there's a good base of thread down, and especially with the wax thread, it'll give you grip. For the wing, it could be really anything. I've got some white CDC feathers, nice and light. And basically what I'm going to do is get 2 here. I'm going to make sure that the natural curve, they're curving away from one another. All I do is make sure they're lined up, pull them in. The length towards the back of the hook. Pinch and loop. 2 or 3 times there, make sure it's secure. Just check to see how they're sitting at this point. It's more visual too, this helps you to see the fly, but I think you could get away without too much, but anyway. Just you could have them sitting further up if you want, but I think that's fine. Again, I'm making sure there's a nice base of thread down and the CDC is well tied in. Bring the thread back up. You could encourage the fibres to sit apart a wee bit better, but they're okay. Hackle, just get a cock hackle. Get one. I'm using a saddle here. This is just a long saddle hackle cock. Again, there's wax on my thread. You see how it's tapering towards the eye, tying in the bare stem, and then we just wind. Put as much hackle as you like. There we go. So I got 2 or 3 turns. I like to just fold it back. You will catch the odd fibre, so just fold it back. Tuck the hackle back. Nice head on the fly. Now there is the eyes of the blowfly can be quite bright, and if you look at the picture, the eyes have got orange on it. You could add something on there. You could do something, but I don't think you need it, to be honest with you. So what we can then do, wet finish. Don't worry about the head, you want a decent head on the fly. Trim away your thread. What I'm going to do then, obviously finish it off with a wee coat of varnish. All the way around. As I say, you could tie these up quite quick, and it would best to have 2 or 3 sizes, I would think. I would say the main size, the blue bottle sizes here are a good sort of 10, 12 sort of size. And when you watch any programmes from Australia, New Zealand, and the reporters always getting attacked with flies. Basically, they just look like blowflies, normal house type flies. Anyway, there you go. Quite simple. Basic fly, basic tying. Something you can tie up really quick, so I hope you like that.